Hello students, today we'll continue with the last part of our chapter from our class 12th political science textbook, Politics in India Since Independence. The name of the chapter is Recent Developments in Indian Politics, which has now been renamed as Indian Politics Trends and Developments. So let us know what are the most recent trends and how the system of governance has developed or changed down the years. In 2014, the NDA again came to power. It was the third coalition that the NDA had formed and was called a surplus majority coalition. The Bharatiya Janata Party, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, got an absolute majority in the Lok Sabha election held in May 2014. And after nearly 30 years in Indian politics, a strong government with an absolute majority was established at the center. Though called NDA 3, the BJP-led coalition of 2014 was largely different from predecessor coalitions. जो पहले की coalitions थी, उनसे different थी. कैसे different थी वो पहले की coalition government से? Where the previous coalitions were led by one of the national parties, the NDA 3 coalition was not only steered by a national party, that is BJP. BJP lead कर रही थी उस coalition को. It was also dominated by BJP with an absolute majority of its own in Lok Sabha. So बीजेपी को एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी मिली थी बीजेपी पार्टी को 282 सीट्स मिली थी आउट ऑफ 543 व्हिच वाज इनफ फॉर देम टू फॉर्म देयर ओन गवर्नमेंट. सिर्फ बीजेपी की गवर्नमेंट बन सकती थी, लेकिन क्योंकि वो उन्होंने इलेक्शंस एज एनडीए लड़ा था, कोalitions उनकी ऑलरेडी थी, इसीलिए उन्होंने इसको कोalition ही रखा एंड द गवर्नमेंट केम टू बी नोन एज एनडीए 3. तभी इसे सरप्लस मेजॉरिटी कोalition बुलाते हैं, क्योंकि जितनी सीट्स जरूरी है फॉर टू फॉर्म अ गवर्नमेंट, दैट मेनी सीट्स बीजेपी अलोन हैड. The other number of seats, other than 282 seats that it had from other parties, coalition parties, those were surplus. वो extra थी, right? That is why this government is tagged as surplus majority. In that sense, a major transformation could be seen in the nature of coalition politics, which could be seen from one party coalition to one party led dominated coalition. So it was one party led dominated coalition. Then in 2019, re-elections, again NDA won the elections. NDA, it is called NDA 4. This time also, it won more than 350 seats and BJP alone had 303 seats in the Lok Sabha. The 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the 17th since independence, once again brought back BJP-led NDA to the center of power by winning more than 350 seats to the Lok Sabha. The BJP on its own, like I said, won 303 seats. Biggest number any single party has won in the lower house since 1985. कांग्रेस जीता करती थी पहले, तो सबसे पहले कांग्रेस ने इलेक्शन जीता था, इंदिरा गांधी ने इलेक्शन जीता था. उनके असैसिनेशन के बाद, इंदिरा गांधी के असैसिनेशन के बाद कांग्रेस ने इलेक्शन जीता था, तब उनको इतनी सीट्स मिली थी. उसके बाद अब 303 सीट्स मिली बीजेपी को in 2019. Based on this tumultuous success, great success of the BJP in 2019, social scientists have started equating the contemporary party system with the BJP system. If you all remember, in the first chapter, we had studied about a Congress system, right? So in the Congress system, it was a Congress-dominated system. Now it was termed as BJP system. Like the Congress system, it has once again started appearing on the domestic politics of India. So जैसे Congress का जोर था, social scientists feel कि अब BJP का होने लगा है. You can see the election maps and you can see how BJP has won in so many states. You can see the country is colored yellow, saffron. Similarly, here in the previous 2014 elections, the country was colored saffron. And there are the other parties which have been shown with different colors. So this was the impact of BJP during these two elections, 2014 and 2019. This is the current government that is running. We had the elections in 2019. There has been a growing consensus amongst the parties, among all the coalition parties and other parties also, regarding a few issues. First is the new economic policy of India. The agreement on new economic policies, while many groups are opposed to the new economic policies, most political parties are in support of the new economic policies because they feel that these policies would lead the country to prosperity and the status of economic power in the world. Second consensus that these people have is on acceptance of political and social claims of backward classes. Political parties have recognized that the social and political claims of the backward class need to be accepted. As a result, all political parties now support reservation of seats for the backward classes in education and employment. Political parties are also willing to ensure that the OBCs get adequate share of power. Next is accepting the rule of state level parties. बहुत state level parties center में आने लगी हैं governance में, center में participate करने लगी हैं, center में parties बनाने लगी हैं, जीतने लगी हैं. So this acceptance has also been noticed amongst the political parties. State level parties are sharing power at the national level and have played a central role in the country's politics of last 25 years or so. Next was the shift of focus of coalitional politics. Emphasis on pragmatic considerations rather than ideological positions and political alliances without ideological agreement. Coalition politics has shifted the focus of the political parties from ideological differences to power sharing arrangements. So, अब ideology differences जो है उनको नहीं इतना ध्यान देते, ठीक है? So, for example, they have given here that most parties of the NDA did not agree with the Hindutva ideology of the BJP, yet they came together, right? Yet they came together and they formed a government. So that is the effect of coalition politics. There have been many developments and governance that has taken place. You can see that a major change in Indian politics after 2014 is the shift from caste and religion-based politics to development and governance politics. With its intended goal, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, the NDA-3 government started several socio-economic welfare schemes to make development and governance accessible to the masses, such as the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, okay, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. We all know about the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, right? Then it also has started the Jan Dhan Yojana, and then the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, where subsidies has been removed. Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Fasal Bhima Yojana, all these Ayushman Yojana. There are so many policies or programs that the government has started for the welfare of the people. All these schemes intended to take administration to the doorstep of common man by making particularly the women real beneficiaries of the central government scheme. That is why there's Beti Bachao, even the Ujjwala Yojana, all these are based on are focusing on women. तो ये सारी योजनाओं का शुरुआत करी उन्होंने कि डेवलपमेंट हो ग्राम में, विलेजेस में, वहां पर भी लोगों को पता चले इनके बारे में और सबका विकास सबके साथ हो जाए. The success of these schemes could be seen from the results of the 2019 elections, which brought back the government, BJP party, and it became the center stage for the BJP-led NDA government, characterizing the current change with सबका साथ, सबका विकास and सबका विश्वास. तो यहाँ सबका साथ, सबका विकास के साथ एक और जुड़ गया in 2019, that was सबका विश्वास. So these momentous changes are going to shape politics in the near future. There are thus, as political parties act within the sphere of this consensus, popular movements or organizations are simultaneously identifying new forms, visions, and pathways of development. Poverty, displacement, minimum wages, etc. इन सब सारी चीजों को, एजेंडास को, पॉलिटिकल एजेंडास को, पीपल्स मूवमेंट्स को दिखाया जा रहा है, स्टेट्स को उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी समझाई जा रही है, इश्यूज ऑफ जस्टिस एंड डेमोक्रेसी सब बोला जा रहा है, लोग बहुत मीडिया जो है वो सब चीजों को बहुत ज्यादा जोर से दिखाने लगा है, लोग जो है अपनी बातें सामने रखने लगे हैं, जेंडर वगैरह की प्रॉब्लम्स कम हो रही हैं, खत्म हो रही हैं. So the government is working on these age old dictums and trying to bring about a positive change. So we know that democratic politics is here to stay in India and that it will unfold through a continuous turning of some of the factors mentioned in this chapter. So read the chapter well, you will understand it nicely. It is a nice and interesting chapter. This chapter also makes you want to read the newspaper, get to know what is actually happening in the country, because the chapter is titled Trends in Development in Indian Politics. So whatever development is happening, politics keeps changing day by day. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the chapter. See the video again and again for good revision. Thank you.